All right, hello everyone, it's Ferric and welcome to day 45 of the Wizard101 on a budget walkthrough series. Now today we're going to continue the Decathlon, so let's get started. So anyways, day 44, I recorded that a couple days ago. I believe it was actually Tuesday, September 8th when I recorded that. And I did say that, you know, if you go here, you can easily, right here, you can get to claim 3 credits every single day. And you can use all your credits on one day. However, you still have to get your 20 treasure card combat points each day if you don't do the decathlon that day. And I actually forgot to do that yesterday, and I permanently missed out on those 20 points. However, on my other accounts, I have been testing it out. And if you do what I do in this video every single day of the decathlon, I will be able to get to 450 point reward by the end of it. And basically, what I have to do is use every single credit on completing stage 3 and completing the first level of stage 4, the first floor of stage 4, excuse me. And by the time you're seeing this episode, I believe it will be Saturday, September 13th. No, sorry, Saturday, September 12th. And I am returning the Wizard101 on a budget walkthrough series back to being streamed on Twitch on Sunday, the 13th. So for those of you that are watching this right now, tomorrow, Sunday, the 13th of September, at 4 p.m. Eastern time, I will be streaming this series at twitch.tv/ferric. Link is in the description. And then after that, that's the only time I'm going to be doing it on the Sunday. After that, it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So every single day, every single week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to do Wizard101 budget for the first hour of each stream, and I'm going to stream some other Wizard101 content, you know, finally focusing on my main accounts. Basically, streams are going to be less days a week to start off, but they're going to be much longer. I'm going to stream for I'm going to try for 4 hours and maybe even go to 6 hours, 3 days a week. And then if I have more time, as I, you know, see how it works out, I'll start streaming more. But anyways, enough rambling. So last time I was basically learning the decathlon. If you saw that video, I was kind of struggling through it a little bit. But we did manage to beat stages 1 and 2 on the first credit without dying at all. And on my other accounts, I have been figuring out, you know, what's the best strategy. And the deck setup I've come up with is this one right here. So this will get you through. And by the way, you do not need to be exalted. You just need to be high enough level to get this deck right here, this not this deck, but you just need to be high enough level to basically have this many rows, basically 3 rows and a few card space to do these few battles. And that's because basically the way it works is first stage you blade Seraph, that takes it out, and then for the next stage you basically want to shield spam until you can Centaur, and that's because Centaur kills both of them through a weakness, because they plague spam a lot. And I'll actually explain this while I'm doing it, so I'm not spending too much time rambling, because I did do a lot of that last stream. I actually had to time lapse the whole deck setup, but I will explain what I'm doing. But basically, this deck setup should easily get you all through stage 3 and do the first battle of stage 4 on 1 credit. And what that allows you to do is, if you do all those things, I mean, at this point it's probably too late, but if you are, like, you know, if you do have your credits saved every single day, you can, by the end of the decathlon, get to the 450 point reward. And that applies for every stage, just as deck setup won't apply for every type of decathlon. Just the deck setup won't apply for every decathlon, because this is just for the death decathlon. So anyways, we have our deck setup, and I'll go over this as I go in. So let's stage 3, obviously we want to be there. Let's go and use a credit. So real quick, I do want to point out the stats. So I have, interesting. Okay, I have 6% life accuracy. You get 5% life accuracy in the death decathlon. Basically, you have a 5% chance to fizzle. Honestly, I wish they just made it so that you don't fizzle at all, because I mean, like, it's just kind of annoying that you do have a 5% chance without a jewel. Of course, socketing a jewel onto your deck does increase the percentages. Any stats on your deck do count for Decathlon. So my deck gives 1% universal, which is why I have extra life accuracy, and I have a jewel on it because this is my questing deck, so I do have extra death accuracy. But I do have a 4% chance to fizzle. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Honestly, that's the only thing that can really mess me up with this deck setup. But anyways, let's just jump right into it. So basically, from what you can tell, there are a lot of shields, and that's because to be safe, you have to shield a lot. So for this one, you basically need to, you shouldn't need to heal at all. You basically just need to double shield, blade, and then seraph. So let me see if I can actually pull a seraph here. If I can't, it's fine, because we did pull our blade and we pulled enough shield. So I'm just going to go ahead and shield. And the reason you double shield is because you need to, first of all, build up pips. And second, this minion can double ghoul you in the first 2 turns. So basically, as you can see, we got plagued. And the reason for the blade is because with a blade, seraph kills, even base damage kills this graveyard goblin here. So that's the reason why we're doing that. I'm going to go ahead and discard all these shields, and we did pull our seraph, so that's good. So I'm going to go ahead. Honestly, I don't need to shield again, but you know what? I will shield because if I could still get double ghouled here. So it's just better to be safe, because you want to take as little damage as possible. Okay, and we got bansheed, so you don't need to worry about getting hit at all again. All right, I'm gonna go life blade, and then seraph. Yeah, I guess what I'll just do with this episode is I'll just use up my 8 credits so that the next episode I do will be, you know, on live stream, and I'll just end up using all of my credits that I have saved up on Sunday, which will probably just, today is Thursday when I'm recording this. So that will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that'll be 9 total credits that I get. So I'm using 8 credits for this episode. I'll use another 9 credits for the next episode, which will be live on stream. I haven't done the math. I don't know if that will get me to the pet, because once I get to the pet, I'm gonna stop, because there's no reason for me to do the whole decathlon, or there's no reason for me to do it past this pet, because honestly, there's no way I'm gonna catch up to these people. Look at this man has 924 points. That's insane. And keep in mind, a lot of these people, this is not their first time doing decathlon. They have like really high decathletes decks, because they've just been saving up their reagents. But yeah, so got through the first floor. Now this is the hardest floor. So you do 4 total battles per credit to be able to get enough points. And the reason why I don't do stage 4 is because stage 4, honestly, in my opinion, without a Maycast pet, you just don't stand a chance without like having a high level decathletes deck. You do need high level decathletes deck. They just do way too much damage with their poison spams. Floor 2 on that stage is just so difficult to get past. So yeah, but here, this one is kind of hard, because even now it's still kind of hard because they can just they can, like, you basically will take hits through shield sometimes just because they can hit so easily. But basically, you want to shield spam until you can centaur one of them, and that's because even with this plague on, a centaur 100% takes one of them out, and you want to take out the one that has more pips once you get to that. But yeah. Ouch, a Banshee does 94 damage through a shield. This right here is why shields are so important for Decathlon. I can actually go ahead and discard my imp, because the way I have it set up, I won't need to use an imp at all this battle. So all right, we pulled our seraph. We have a blade and a seraph, so we have that going for us. I'll keep on shielding because, again, there's a possibility that I get double hit here. I do need 6 pips to Centaur. All right, so hopefully I pull my Centaur soon. I don't need 2 blades. I shouldn't need this many shields right now. I just really need to pull that Centaur. Still haven't pulled it. Hopefully I pull it next turn. Don't want to discard anything else. But I do need to double shield because they both can hit. Okay, good. We got plagued. That's good because that means even if I get hit here, I still have a shield. So even if because next turn they both have pips to be able to hit me, but since I have 1 shield on me, Centaur is 100% going to kill either of them, even through the weakness because of their boost and just how much damage Centaur does. But yeah, here we go. The reason I'm going to use it on the Grim Satyr is because the Grim Satyr, first of all, has more pips. If the Graveyard Goblin hits me, it'll be out of pips completely, which will allow me to safely heal. But if I hit the Satyr, he also has blades on him, so he can actually do more damage through shield. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the Grim Satyr. Again, we do have that 4% chance to fizzle, so I should honestly get some accuracy jewels, but because this is on the budget account, getting these jewels is just so hard that like it's not even worth it. I'm pretty sure there is a little bit of leniency to getting the Decathlon points, so like even if I do mess up once, if I get that unlucky where I fizzle and that also results in me dying, I think that like even though I've missed out on those 20 points from yesterday, I think I should still be good to getting that pet by Tuesday. So yeah, we're gonna see how far I do want to use all 8 of my credits that I have left right now during this episode, but after I see how many, I'm gonna check how many points I have and then determine, you know, how long exactly it'll take me to get there. So yeah, I'm gonna do another death shield because, and it's okay to use a lot of your death shields on this specific floor. This floor is the hardest floor, honestly, because there's 2 of them. So be prepared to use a lot of your shields on this floor. And the reason why I'm not healing just yet is because I know I won't die anytime soon. I basically want to heal the turn before I hit, so that because a heal brings me up to full health, so I want to make sure I take as little damage as possible after the heal. So all right, so I need to pass 2 turns. So okay, I passed this turn, pass another turn, and then heal and then hit. So I think I might need 1 more shield. I'm not sure, but let's just do it anyway just to be safe. Also, a thing to keep in mind is it takes around 15 minutes to use 1 credit, so all right, so actually instead of passing, I'm gonna blade, because with that weakness I do need a blade to be able to kill with Seraph. I will go ahead and do that. And then right here, taking a little bit more damage from a ghoul. Actually, I'm not. Okay, right here, this is actually kind of unfortunate because I could get Bansheed here, and even though I'm healing right now, because I need to hit next turn, even though I'm healing right now, I could get Bansheed, which even through a shield, because he has a blade and a trap, he can do a ton of damage with Banshee, which means I go into the next stage with a lot less health. But actually, I guess he just didn't even hit, so that's actually best case scenario right there. Anyways, let's go ahead and Seraph. Yep, there you go. Takes it out. But yeah, I would always Centaur the higher health mob, because right there Seraph did 519 with a blade and a weakness, and I don't think that, yeah, that wouldn't have killed the other one. So you definitely want to use the Centaur on the higher health one, actually. So yeah, but we're doing all right on cards right now. Now, the reason why I have Imp in there is because for this battle, you need to Blade and Seraph, and that kills. But because this floor, they can weakness, If you get weakness, your Seraph will not kill with the blade, so then you just imp to finish him off. So yeah, and by weakness I mean plague. But yeah. Again, you just want to shield for a bit, because he first turn banshees quite often. I think he does it more often. Like, yeah, right there. I feel like this boss right here for some reason likes to first turn banshee a lot more than those than stage 1 or stage 2 mob for this. Sorry, floor 1, floor 2 mob for this stage. So, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and blade. He can't use a hit during stage 3. At stage 3 and up, they can't use a hit with 1 pip. When they have 1 pip, they're either going to trap, blade, or plague. So right here, I'm going to shield because I could get hit with a ghoul, which would do like almost 300 damage, I think, because he has a little higher damage boost than the other 2 floors. So all right, but looks like we didn't get hit, so we're just good to Seraph here, and this will 100% kill. Again, that that imp is just a safety net in case I did get plagued at some point. I would just Seraph and then imp right after, and that would 100% kill. But yeah, there we go. We've completed stage 3, and remember, at the end of each floor, you should go ahead, buy the Decathletes deck. Again, I don't even have enough runes to craft deck 2 yet, but with my credits I will be farming more of these runes. I feel like without a Maycast pet, if you want to complete stage 4, you have to have Death Decathletes deck. It's just too hard to do it. This is just not enough, because the main thing is you get poison spammed a lot in stage 4, and flat damage flat resist, excuse me, is actually really OP against poison, because for each tick of damage that you take, it blocks 45 for each tick. So in total, this right here blocks 180 damage, right? Because 40 times 4 is 160, 5 times 4 is 20. That's 180 total damage that this blocks from a poison, and then from all other hits it blocks 45 from them. But you also get that extra pip, which for me that's specifically important because I'm not level 100. Obviously at level 100 you could use like a Darkmoor deck, and that gives you the +1 pip as well. But for lower levels especially, actually even deck 2 is actually really nice for that extra pip. But yeah, so extra pip, extra health. Also, this one also gives a tier socket, which you can socket even more health on top of that. And then you also get that added life damage, so that could also be useful. But they basically scale up a lot, and honestly, some of the decks at higher levels are crazy, but the thing that's keeping them from being like easy to get is that, like, look at this. Deck 1 costs 5 life runes. Deck 2 costs the deck 1 plus 15 life runes, which means you need 5 life runes plus another 15. Craft deck 2, and then deck 3 requires 20 life runes, deck 2 and deck 1, so you have to craft another deck 1. In total, deck 3 costs 40 runes, which is why it becomes like ridiculous. Like, they get much harder to craft. But I will also go ahead and buy these just because they're cheap. You know, these cards, at least Life Banshee, like specifically I think Life Scarab is an important one, because those cards typically you'd have to trade in powers for. But yeah. All right, so stage 3 complete. Now for this, you just want to do the first level of stage 4. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And for this one, just basically shield 4 times, blade, and then centaur. And shields are like, you want to shield all 4 times because he can use poison, and poison, like right there he bladed. Poison with a blade, they have damage boost. So poison with a blade does 222 damage each round for the overtime if you don't have a Decathletes deck, which is ridiculous. I have 500 health right now. Like right here, this poison, I have to shield every round now. Any turn that I'm not shielded against this poison, it's doing 222 damage, which is just crazy high damage. All right, I do have all the cards I need though to get by this. The only problem here is that he could ghoul next turn, which would make it so that poison does the full 222 because he takes off a shield. Actually, hold on, no. I should be good, actually. Yeah, I should be good here, right? No, actually, I'm not good. So if he ghouls right here, I'm taking the full 222 damage from the poison tick. Okay, he didn't ghoul. I think I would have been fine because I think he only does like 50 to 60 damage, which would mean I tank with like 20 health, but... Oh, actually, you know, I just realized. This is the last turn of poison, but he could Banshee, which would 100% kill, so... I actually do need to shield right here. A Banshee will definitely kill. Without a shield. Okay, we're good. We're good. At this point, he can't kill me, so I'm just gonna go ahead, Blade, and then Centaur, and that should kill him. But yeah, there's enough RNG for no matter how well you prepare for Decathlon, you could just get unlucky and just end up dying. It's definitely a challenge, but I really like it. I normally don't really like a lot of RNG, but I think like this is one of the things in the game that's like overlooked a lot, but it's really, really fun to do in my opinion. And I think it's really like a skill-based thing and also a little bit luck-based. Honestly, everything is in some way luck-based in this game, so I'm not worrying too much about that. But there we go. I could go ahead, but I'm definitely going to die. I don't have enough stuff. Don't want to up my death count on this wizard, so I will go ahead and exit right here. And yeah, I will have to spend credits again to re-enter, but if I go here, you just want to make sure you change select stage 4 to select stage 3 before you go back in, and also make sure you refill your deck setup. So again, I use 1 fairy, so it's 4 life blades, 3 seraphs, 2 centaurs, 3 fairies, and then 17 death shields. Right? Yeah, that's 17 death shields right there. So as soon as you do stage 4, you basically go back. I'm really close to getting these life runes, but yeah. You go back, press X, spend another credit, make sure again stage 3 is selected, go back. I'm going to demonstrate this one more time for the video. I don't want this to be like this is honestly going to take me a while to... I have 6 more credits left after this. That's going to take me a really long time to complete. So I'll do that off camera. But just to demonstrate it one more time, refill the deck, go into battle. And again, for this first battle, you're just going to want to shield, blade, seraph. So I can discard everything except 1 shield. So I'm just going to actually draw here. So I can discard another shield. And there we go. Shield, blade, seraph. And this battle's good. Yeah, again, right here, I got hit twice in a row, but in stage 3 and that first battle of stage 4, they can't use Dark Sprite anymore, so you never have to worry if they just have 1 pip. So, just gonna blade and then seraph. Yeah, there we go. That one's not too bad. It's really difficult to fail that one, so this one's the one that's probably the easiest to fail of all of them. So because they could technically both first turn Banshee. I haven't seen them both first turn Banshee before. I think maybe they programmed it into the game where they can't both just hit immediately on the first turn, but in later turns they can both hit on the same turn, so yeah. It's actually really nice when they Plague because with this strategy, Plague doesn't affect you at all, but it at the same time costs them a pip, so they can't like gain pips, and they don't end up hitting you that turn. So they don't buff themselves, they don't gain pips, and they don't hit, which is really nice. Right here, I got Bansheed, but because he used up all his pips, only this one can hit me, so I should be safe to just easily shield right here. And yeah, I can just basically just shield until I have pips to Centaur this one. All right, so we go ahead and Centaur here, the second one. I'm getting spammed with ghouls. But just like the other battles, I like to save my heal until the turn before I can hit, just so that after that heal I take as little damage as possible. So I'm actually going to, it doesn't matter which turn I do this in because he can't hit me this turn right here. Blade, shield, shield, blade, whichever one really. And then actually probably, you know, I was going to say shield again, but because he just used up a pip on that plague, I can just shield and then pass really. Yeah, honestly pass because there's no way he can double hit me right now. Honestly, I would have preferred him hitting me this turn because now he can ghoul me after I pixie or fairy, which means I won't have full health for the next battle, but that's fine. It's not a hard battle next up anyways, so. Okay, never mind. He just bladed, so should be good here. Just Seraph. Awesome. Looks like we've actually unlocked the 75-point reward, which is 10 life runes. So as soon as I finish using this credit up, I'm actually going to go ahead and check that out. Ooh, there we go. This is the first time I've actually gotten plagued ever by the Oblivion Oni. I'm actually gonna test out for the first time, like, how much damage I do with Seraph, or potentially actually using up Imp. So actually, what I really need to do here is discard everything and try to pull that Imp. There we go, we pulled the Imp, so we're good. Yeah, Seraph, and then probably Seraph won't kill, so it might if it hits high end. I'm not sure. Too tired to do the math in my head right now. Yeah, didn't kill. But that's why we keep that Imp. Because for that Megatar minion in the next battle, even if we do get plagued, even if we do get plagued with a blade, a Centaur does enough damage to just kill it, so I don't need to worry about that at all. But let me check here. Am I out of blades? Okay, no, okay. For a second there, I was like, wait, am I out of blades? Because I can't kill without the blade. Unless it hits high end, which I can't rely on that kind of RNG. There's already too much RNG involved. I should not add more RNG myself by doing that, but yeah. Let's just go ahead, next stage, and then I'm still gonna do the next 6 credits that I have left for today on camera. I'm just not going to include them unless something interesting happens. I'm gonna record them because there is still the possibility that RNG is not in our favor and one of those credits could just completely go south and get wasted. So I will record just so that, you know, if something does happen interesting. Otherwise, I'm gonna cut towards the end after I've done all those just to show all the rewards. So but for now, you'll still see everything because I do want to show you 2 credits used in a row for this video, just to show you that it does work pretty consistently. And this technically can work for any level as long as you can store that many treasure cards. If you can't, then you might want to try to grind for the Decathletes deck, or you just have to deal with the extra RNG that's involved with all this. But this basically for level 60 plus, this strategy works really well. And assuming you do Decathlon at least 7 of the 8 attempts, like I said in the last episode, then you should be able to easily get the pet. And then once you do the Death Decathlon once, the next year when they come back with that same school's Decathlon, then you'll be more prepared because you'll have the higher level Decathletes decks. So yeah, there's also that. I feel like that 4% fizzle chance is going to get us at some point in the next 6 credits, and it's going to end up costing us a lot of points towards Decathlon. So all right, so that's 2 attempts in a row. That's proof right there that this deck does work. Again, I would highly suggest if you do have another deck that gives a lot of space. Actually, let me check. Let me check how much space my other decks give for sideboard. Yeah, I don't really have any other decks, so it's not even like I can just unlock the jewel slot and just socket a life accuracy jewel because I just don't have another deck. You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and search around to see if there are good decks because I just don't want to risk that. I will really quickly just show you though. If I go here, claim these runes, so it looks like it just gives you 1, but if you check in chat here, it says 10 life runes, so you do get plenty of those. But let me check. I did say plenty of those, but I don't mean that because you actually do not get enough, in my opinion. Like right here. Okay, so let's see. So to craft Decathlete's deck 2, you need 15 runes. To craft, where's the recipe for deck 3? Did I not buy it? I could have sworn I bought it. That's fine. I'll just get it again. But basically, it's 20 runes to craft deck 3, 15 to craft deck 2. So that's 35. But you need another Death Decathlete's deck 1 because you have to use the one that you get for free from Decathlon to craft deck 2. Then you have to craft another deck 1 to be able to then craft deck 3 along with deck 2. So it costs a total of 40 runes. So 13 more runes, and we'll be able to craft that deck. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is cut for now. The next time you see me will be either after I've done all 6 credits and shown you what I've gotten, and I'm going to do that right now. It'll take me about an hour. That's the only reason I don't want to show it on camera. I think it's just going to get repetitive to do this for another hour on camera. But if something interesting, I will still record it. Something interesting happens, you will see it. And then don't leave yet. The video is not over because I will show the aftermath of it if nothing interesting happens. So yeah, be right back. All right, I apologize for the fan noise right now, but actually I was looking around, and if you're level 70 or higher and you don't have the zigzag deck, or if you're in my situation where you don't want to shatter the jewel on it, then you can actually go to Summoner Field Gold here, and you can buy this deck right here called the Armillary deck. Now, it is a little expensive at 12,000 gold, but it does have a triangle jewel slot on it. And I'm actually going to lock this and equip this, and if you check right there, it says sideboard 30. Now, the reason why that's so important is because if you actually look here, I only use 30 of the slots for this deck, which is perfect. This way I can now, without shattering the jewel on my really good deck right here, I can now socket a jewel onto this so that I don't fizzle at all. So actually, let's go to unlock sockets. 75 crowns. I think it's worth it because I get to save all my credits and basically guarantee that there's no way I can fail the Decathlon at all. So I'm gonna go ahead, spend 75 crowns, and the reason for that is because I was checking around and I do actually have a plain accurate jade, and I'm not making a life anytime soon because even if life does win the vote when this wizard gets close to max, there's still a long ways away until that. So I think using this jewel on this deck for this Decathlon, totally worth it. This will give me a total of 7%, and then you get the added 5% as a default from the Decathlon. So I'll never fizzle a life spell with this. And as you can see, it doesn't matter if I cross out the cards here at all, you can't use them. However, I can fit these cards perfectly. So if I go here, again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 life blades, an imp, 3 fairies, 3 seraphs, 2 centaurs, and then a bunch of death shields. So we can do the exact same deck setup, but now I have full accuracy, and yeah, I still have 6 credits left for the Decathlon. So let me just make sure I have the Armillary deck equipped because I need to make sure that I do get to retain that accuracy. But I'm gonna go ahead, teleport to event. I believe I do have 6 credits left. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have 6 credits left, so I'm gonna go ahead and do these. If I look right now before I attempt these 6 credits, in terms of resources, I have 27 runes, so I need 13 more to craft that Decathlete's deck 3. I will go ahead and get that deck as well, because I did forget to actually purchase it when I was at the end of stage 3, but no worries, you know, I'm farming this, I'll be able to get there again. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, use up these 6 credits right here, and then yeah, I'll catch up with y'all as soon as it's done. You know how I said probably nothing interesting is gonna happen now that I can't fizzle anymore? Well, apparently I was wrong. Both of them can just hit first turn, which is the dumbest thing ever. But that's what happened. Basically, I shielded first turn like you're supposed to. This goblin right here used Ghoul, and then its minion used Banshee. Both first turn. And basically, he does like 400 damage with Banshee without any buffs, which is honestly the dumbest thing that's ever happened since I've done this Decathlon. So fortunately, I can heal this off, but I just think it's stupid that they can even do that. But yeah, so luckily avoided death here, but you know, I guess I'll keep you updated here in case any more interesting things happen. Oh yeah, and yeah, here's the Decathletes deck 3. So again, these are the stats it gives, but let me make sure to go ahead and buy it. I'm at 29 runes so far, going into first floor of stage 4, and yeah, let me do all my attempts in peace now. Okay, I'm gonna start recording here because I could die right here. If this guy really banshees, I'm actually okay. He didn't banshee, so I'm not dead. But I'm gonna keep on recording because this is interesting. Ooh, do I die to a banshee? Okay, I definitely don't die to whatever this is. However, I do take a lot of damage, so it depends on how much health I have left, but I may have to heal. Okay, I definitely see, I tank a Ghoul, but I don't think I tank a Banshee. I think I do have to heal right now. In one turn, I could, like, you know, make it so I'm not super pressured anymore, but they just have so many pips that they can literally both just keep on spamming hits. Okay, that's actually really good. My Banshee just broke that shield because now he's out of pips. So, okay, this is perfect. This has worked out for me. All right, at this point, I'm gonna stop recording because all I have to do is just kill this goblin, and it's just a 1v1. No pips to worry about. So, I'm gonna stop recording here. Okay, I'm gonna start recording here because I've been put in a potentially impossible situation. If both of them hit me, I'm screwed. If I shield, I'm screwed. If I heal, I'm also screwed because, again, if they both hit me, I'm basically at no health left. So I'm gonna go ahead and heal because the only way I can die if I heal is if the first one uses Banshee and the second one uses Ghoul. If they both use Ghoul, I'll still survive technically. Okay, so I do 100% survive here. However, I now took a lot of damage, and like, if I get gold here, I have to heal again. Now I'm out of pips. Okay, he fizzled. That's fine. No, that's actually not fine, because they can still keep on spamming hits at me. Man, this is dumb. This is so dumb. They've used 1 or 2 pieces of utility, and every other turn they've just hit. This is what makes Decathlon so frustrating. See, now if he hits... Okay, good. Never mind. We're good now. We've pulled ourselves out of that situation. Because now I hit him, but I'm also protected by shield on the same turn, so there's no way I can easily die anymore. Okay, I'm just going to turn on my sound because this is my last credit, the last battle of my last credit for today and from the past few days since I've saved up. This run went no problems for this credit. I did include the recorded parts of times where things got a little tense, so that, you know, you get the feel. Like, I'm not trying to pull a wool over someone by just showing those 2 times at the beginning where the deck worked perfectly fine, and not show the fact that there is still a possibility of things going completely wrong, because there is a lot of RNG in this whole Decathlon thing. But, you know, I have a lot of opinions. I really like this whole concept of Decathlon. I love it. But there are just some things, like, about it, not related to the RNG, really, because the RNG is, like, you know, like, there has to be some RNG added into it in order to not make it stale. And that also adds to the challenge a bit, because you have to then prepare for more RNG. But there are some other things that I'm not a huge fan of with this Decathlon. I might make like a whole video specifically of my full review, my full thoughts on what I think about the whole Decathlon thing, because this is the first time I've actually done the Decathlon. I've seen videos of it, and I've always really liked it. It's just that I never really had time to do the decathlon before, but these days I have a little more time. Well, at least like right now I don't have that much time because I'm, you know, focusing on like a lot of things. But as we go forward, I'll have more time to do these kind of things because I've dropped a lot of other things that I was normally doing in the past in life. So, but yeah, we'll definitely come out with my full review on Decathlon. There are some changes in my opinion that need to be made to make this a much more enjoyable competitive experience. I will say that, and a much more fair competitive experience. You know, we'll get more into that maybe like on stream. I'll talk about a little stuff. For those of you watching this, again, this is gonna go. I know it's Thursday night when I'm recording this, but it's gonna be Saturday when I upload this, and I'm coming back to streaming at twitch.tv/ferric. I'm streaming again on Sunday. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, this run again went pretty smoothly. No scare, no like, you know, no scares, no potential unluckiness this time around. And I will go ahead and craft the deck because I do have enough runes. I was checking earlier. I think in the last credit that I used, I had 41 runes, and obviously I've gotten more this run. So I'm definitely going to be crafting the Decathlete's deck 3. And I still don't know how useful that'll be for farming, but you know, we'll see. We'll see for sure. All right, 4 special event points, and once again, you know, no reason for me to attempt the higher floors. Now, anyways, let's take a look here real quick. Death Decathalon. So first of all, we have this right here. What even is this? Oh, this is just the dumb, yeah, it's the treasure card pack, which is, by the way, completely useless for Decathlon. There's some cool cards, I guess, that you can get from there, but they're mostly useless. I believe this is 10 magical clay, which is useful for crafting the Sinbad gauntlet, I guess. I think you'd need a lot of these, so I don't think this really does a whole lot, but it's free clay. It's free clay. This pack will probably be a little useful because of the runes, but we're at 180 total points now. Now, today is Thursday evening, so there's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and there's also technically Tuesday, but I want to see how far I'll get on Sunday. So this time I'm actually going to remember to use these treasure cards in combats because I want to save all 9 credits that I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday for that stream on Sunday, so I can, you know, during that stream show everyone like using all the credits, things like that. But so let's see, so that's 60 total points on Sunday, plus there's also 9 total credits, and from each credit, assuming you don't fail at all, from each credit you get 16 points, and it's 3 credits per day. So but no, so 9 times 16, that's 144. That's 204 points, which is actually definitely not enough to get to this right here, the hamster. But maybe I can do like another stream, probably not a stream, but maybe like an episode where I add the where I do like a few more runs of the Decathlon just to get the pet, and then with my remaining stuff I might attempt stage 4. There's no real point in doing stage 4 except to, I guess, have a better chance at getting more runes. But yeah, I on Sunday I'll be using 9 more credits, to get very close to this death class pet right here. This is the whole reason I'm doing Decathlon. But you know, for now, I did end up. I think I showed it. I bought the recipe for Decathlete's deck 3. So let's go ahead and craft this. Let's see. We need a Decathlon crafting station. So, okay, right here. This is a Decathlon crafting station. Awesome. So let's go to equipment. We obviously have the deck 1 already. We need deck 2. We have enough runes for that. And now we need to craft deck 3, but once again, we need to craft another deck 1. So let's go ahead and do that. Craft Decathlete's deck 1, and now we have enough to craft Decathlete's deck 3. So I'm really quickly just gonna take a screenshot of this. Create. We made a Decathlete's deck 3. There we go. Awesome. Let's take a look at this deck now. I really hope I forgot. Okay, I did remember to hit record on OBS. So let's see. Decathlete's deck 3. So we do lose out on 6 space right here. However, we gain an extra pip, which means that's one extra. Well, that's one less shield that we need for the first battle potentially. Actually, I'm not entirely sure because you could still get double Gould. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. But you take 45 less death damage per hit, which means with a shield, you're effectively taking 0 damage. Yeah, you're literally taking 0 damage because of the flat resist. Because Gould only does 41 through a shield. You get 150 more health, 6 life damage, 1 extra starting pip. So if I actually hold on, let me see, because Seraph does 390, which it does 448, and the first mob has around 480 health, I believe. Yeah, 480 health. So 448 times life damage. So it does 475. So it's still a little bit too short on being able to one-shot it with low end of Seraph. But I mean, I don't know. I want to test it out on a different wizard before I test out to see if stage 3 can easily be farmed with this deck, because like honestly there's no reason to not still keep on using this to farm stage 3. But you know, maybe to attempt stage 4, I'm gonna try to get this deck on one of my other wizards on another account and use this deck to test it out on stage 4 before trying to do it here. But first of all, let me see, do I have any jewels, any health jewels rather? I have enough arena tickets, so I guess I'll go ahead and get that, and then I'll probably end off the video right here. I'm definitely gonna have to edit this video up a little bit because I've had like a lot of I included like the different moments. There's like a lot of cuts in between on times when things that were not going so great. You know, gotta show everything. But yeah, so Jordo or Yordo, don't know how to pronounce it, Mistborn. Let's go to Opaque Health Opal. That's right, I'm a level 80, so I can get these. That's actually really good. And I honestly think that there's no way I'm gonna get. I'm actually gonna look up what's the crafting recipe. Death Decathlete's deck 4. How many more runes do I need to craft that? Let's check out the recipe. So that deck, for comparison, gives you 15 more health, 1 more life damage, which actually might be enough to just farm stage 3 with, or to one shot because of the extra life damage. But you also get 15 more flat resist. So pretty much you just get 15 more flat resist, 1 more damage, 15 more health. It's not like an insane improvement. You don't like get an extra jewel slot or anything like that, but it's an improvement of less. Oh, actually, hold on. Whoa, it gives 36 treasure card space. That's a huge upgrade. Okay, I was gonna say, because I'm pretty sure with each Decathlete deck, there's at least one big upgrade you get. So like, for example, with this deck, it's an upgrade from deck 2, because I think this is the first deck that actually gives you the extra pip. Either that or it's the first deck that gives you the tier socket, one of those two, which is a pretty big upgrade. But I guess the upgrade from this to 4 is just that one gives 36 treasure card space. But let me real quick equip this Opaque Health Opal. And there we go. That's 225 extra health. So I'll have 725 health, which that's really, really good. I'm gonna see, like, again, like the only problem is like if I try to do that strategy, maybe I'll have to put in one way I can compensate for the 6 less card space. That's still kind of high. Hold on, let's see. 3 of these, 2 of those, and then I mean I don't have enough treasure cards to fill this up completely. Let's see. Yeah, I'm running low on death. Oh yeah, that's right, because I only bought enough death shields. But yeah, it's like I don't know if 12 shields is enough to get past stage 3 while also being able to do the first part of stage 4. Obviously, just for stage 3, having 12 shields is more than enough. But yeah. But I mean, like this is a good deck for the Decathlon. Like especially in stage 4, it's mainly just the fact that the poisons do way too much damage. But yeah. So anyways, For all of you watching, I am returning to Twitch tomorrow. Sundays aren't going to be the regular days that I stream. It's just that, you know, Sunday is this Sunday. I do need to do a stream before Tuesday because the Decathlon will have already ended by the time I start streaming on Tuesday. So I do want to do one live stream where I am doing the Decathlon. So yeah, definitely tune in tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time, Sunday, because it's going to be Saturday by the time you're watching this. And I will return to streaming again this week, starting Tuesday. Streams will always be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern time, twitch.tv/ferric, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, every week. I might even increase it past just those few days if I feel that that's good enough for me. But it's going to be much longer streams. It's not just going to be Wizard101 on a budget. Wizard101 on a budget will, starting Tuesday, be just 1 hour per episode, 3 days a week. So that's more watchable for people because I know people are returning to school. And it's also going to give me the opportunity to do more Wiz content that's not strictly focused just on Wizard101 on a budget. But in that first hour of the stream, it's going to be that. And then I'm going to try to start with just 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours per stream. And then like up to 6 hours, 3 days a week. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. I can do Wiz. I can even do other games as well. But yeah, definitely go ahead, follow me on Twitch. I will be streaming on those days. And yeah, thank you all for watching. And I hope you found this helpful because this is how I'm doing Decathlon on a Wizard, where I'm not level 100, so I don't start off with a crazy 1-pip deck. I don't have any crazy Maycast pet. In fact, my pets are completely useless. Again, this account is very, very new. It's only like 2 months old or something like that total. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when I upload future videos. Join my Discord if you want to get help. There are a lot better people than me at Decathlon that are in my Discord that can help you out in much more detail. You can also get pet help, things like that. Link for the Discord. Everything, honestly, is in the description. Definitely check that out. But yeah, thank you all for watching and have a good evening.